This is CBS News Bay Area with Juliette Goodrich.
Area postal workers are being attacked on the job, and not for packages or letters. Thieves are after the keys that they carry. It's been happening more often across Northern California, and the thieves are getting bolder. This attack was caught on camera in Sacramento, where a masked man tried to rip a key off a mail carrier's belt. And then closer to home, a stunning 8 robberies spread throughout the Bay Area in less than a week. The latest one just today in Walnut Creek. Our Jose Martinez was actually speaking to the postal inspector about the previous robberies when they got word about the latest one, and then they rushed to the scene to see.
Yeah, I'm standing right here in the 500 block of North Civic Drive in Walnut Creek, where you can see over here a female postal worker just became the latest victim of an assault robbery. It's a problem that USPS is taking very seriously, with, you can see right there, inspectors and police officers working extra hard to find the suspects. It's another day in the life of Matthew Norfleet, a U.S. postal inspector.
So as you see, postal inspectors are responding to a report of a robbery of a letter carrier on a route here in Walnut Creek, a pleasant neighborhood, nice part of town. So these robberies are happening all over the place.
Matt says at least 8 robberies have been reported since Friday, so they have to react immediately. In this case, he says 4 men, 3 wearing masks, robbed a female postal worker while delivering the mail. They stole her postal master key.
Postal inspectors are going to investigate. We're going to talk to the victim. We're going to make sure she's safe. Then we're going to start looking around anybody who may have seen anything here in the neighborhood. We're going to contact as many residents as we can.
It's a whole operation led by federal agents. I'm here at the USPS building in Richmond, the place where several inspectors are investigating an increasing number of postal workers' robberies in the Bay Area.
Postal inspectors investigate, I think, over 200 federal crimes related to the mail and the safety of the mail. But the most important thing we do is work to protect the safety of postal workers while they're working to deliver the mail.
Matt says this is not a new crime, but is becoming more common because of dark web sells.
As an example, this is the kind of thing that people will sell on the dark web. These are counterfeit postal keys. These may or may not work in a mailbox in any community. The person selling it to you is just trying to make a profit selling it. They don't necessarily care how good they are.
A big part of the problem, he says. That's why they have a line dedicated to get your comments if you ever see one of these keys on the market. It's the only way to battle this problem, he says.
Possession of these keys, unauthorized possession of a postal key, even if there's no proof you used it for a crime, or even if there's no proof you were the robber, unauthorized possession of the key itself is a crime. If any of your viewers know anybody who has one of these keys, we absolutely want to talk to those people.
And Matt tells me the best way to help resolve these cases is to collaborate with the inspectors that will continue showing up at these places to gather evidence.
Yeah, of course, the rise in these scary attacks is unnerving for mail carriers, but it's also taking a toll on mail theft victims as well. In fact, a few months ago, we introduced you to a woman from Oakland. She is a disabled retiree whose mail was delayed by theft in her neighborhood.
I started noticing that I was not receiving my retirement checks. You know, not to get your bills is one thing, but when you start messing with someone's finances, then it has a boomerang effect. And in a compound problem, me not receiving my mail, now I have a missing check, and now I'm having to deal with bureaucracy of trying to get this taken care of, which is going to take weeks.
Now, access to personal information also raises the threat of identity theft. The Postal Service is now even warning banks about rising check fraud. To protect your mail, the Postal Service will be replacing some blue collection boxes with higher security boxes to make it harder for thieves to fish out mail. They also plan to swap out some traditional locks with electronic devices to deter criminals from going after master keys. And the best way you can protect yourself, collect your mail promptly and report theft online or by calling 1-877-876-2455. All right, now on to a pair of brazen attacks on older people happening in San Francisco. One led to a woman's death, and Ann Makovic is joining me now with more on this latest case. Both suspects still on the loose.
Yeah, so police are hoping for some sort of clues in these cases. Yeah. These attacks appear to be totally unprovoked. Starting in the Bayview on Monday, a 63-year-old woman was walking on the sidewalk near 3rd Street and Egbert Avenue when another woman approached her from behind and pushed her. She fell and hit her head and then later died at the hospital. She has been described as an Asian woman who lived there in the Bayview. And in a totally separate case, an elderly man was attacked at UN Plaza right near City Hall. Police have released video of that attack, and we want to warn you it might be tough to watch. It happened back on June 20th at around 3 p.m. You can see the suspect there pushing an 83-year-old to the ground. He was taken to the hospital with several broken bones. He did live. The assailant just gathers his things and leaves. Police are looking for this man here on your screen. He appears to be around 35 to 45 years old with light-colored hair. Obviously, if you recognize that guy or know a woman who might have randomly pushed that woman in the Bayview, call the SFPD.
Hopefully our viewers will spot that and call in, and we'll get an arrest made. All right, Ann, thank you very much. All right, onto a cruise ship that, well, dented itself pulling into Pier 27 in San Francisco. That's happening about 3 hours late. Leaving the Ruby Princess was supposed to depart at 4 o'clock for Alaska, but we just learned an engineer is currently assessing the damage as we speak. Earlier today, Princess Cruises confirmed that the ship made contact with the dock around 6 a.m. So we caught up with some outbound passengers before they started getting on the ship.
Well, I was certainly thinking about how the Titanic's been in the news lately, and so all of a sudden I didn't know anything about this until she told me that the next person in line, and I'm thinking, there's a hole in the boat? I mean, it feels a little iffy.
It's my first cruise, so I'm still excited about it.
Luckily, no one was hurt. Okay, so far, there's no word on exactly what caused the collision. We'll continue finding out and when it does leave San Francisco. Now, a San Francisco institution that's been feeding the hungry for decades is now able to provide some extra warmth as well. So for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic, Glide served meals indoors. A ribbon cutting ceremony was held today to celebrate the move. Then after the celebration came some lunch.
It's all good. Chicken, mashed potatoes, even the carrots.
Over the past 3 years, Glide has been serving its lunches outdoors, rain or shine. Caltrain is investigating a pair of fatalities involving pedestrians. The first happening early this morning in Mountain View, where a southbound train hit a person at Ringstraff Avenue. Less than 12 hours later, just after noon, another southbound train hit and killed a pedestrian at East Meadow Drive in Palo Alto. No passengers were hurt in either incident. All right, you may soon have to dig even deeper to get across most Bay Area bridges. A bill to temporarily raise tolls by $1.50 on our 7 state-owned bridges just cleared the Assembly Transportation Committee. So if approved, the increase would be in effect for the next 5 years and reap about $180 million in extra revenue each year. That money is meant to keep BART from cutting service, but not everyone's on board with this price hike.
It's going to hurt the people that are more don't have the income to do that. It's going to force them to carpool, which is not a bad thing, but it just changes their lifestyle. For me, I'm going to be pushed to going back to riding a motorcycle.
A new bill in Sacramento would allow California bars and restaurants to do more alcohol sales outdoors. It's spearheaded by San Francisco Assemblyman Matt Haney and State Senator Scott Wiener. The bill would allow cities like San Francisco to designate temporary entertainment zones to allow for outdoor public consumption. All right, here's the question. Would you pay $50 for a bottle of hot sauce? That's what the most popular brand of Sriracha is going for these days. Why? Well, it's because of a supply shortage. Maricela De La Cruz reports for now, brand loyalists may have no choice but to cool it.
It's time for Sriracha lovers
all day, every day. I gotta have it on my food, everything.
to find an alternative hot sauce, as a shortage of the Asian goodness is causing a major spike in pricing.
Sriracha for $50 a bottle? I mean, it's good, but for $50, I might take a break on that.
We reached out to Huifeng Foods, one of the largest producers of Sriracha. They told us that the limited production is due to a shortage of raw material, and they don't have an estimated time of when supply will increase.
If you follow agricultural things, you know there's droughts and there's floods and there's pests and diseases and things happen. That's what farming is all about. And shortages mean higher prices.
So while some may consider taking a break until those prices cool off,
The highest I'll ever go was $20 on some hot sauce. because me and my son eat it.
Others are suggesting trying alternatives, which some local restaurants are already using.
You guys should try Thai brand Sriracha. It's pretty good. The taste is different, but you guys should try it. Give it a shot. You might like it.
A quick search inside several stores also brings a multitude of options starting at $4.69 a bottle. Are you willing to go off-brand for a while until...
I have to. I'm not paying $50 for no Sriracha sauce.
Berkeley is considering decriminalizing certain psychedelics. City Council will vote next week on legislation that would prevent police from arresting people for the possession or personal use of natural psychedelic drugs. However, selling or gifting the drugs would still be illegal, and the law would not apply to synthetic psychedelics like LSD or MDMA. All right, here's quite a story. A California fisherman has the story to tell about the one that got away after he got a surprise visit from a very curious sea lion. Ooh. Oh my goodness, what would you do in that case, huh? The animal hopped right aboard his kayak off Redondo Beach, likely after, well, smelling the fisherman's fresh catch. So he wanted in on it. Let's see if we can see it again. The fisherman wasn't about to argue. Ooh. He surrendered the meal to the sea lion, who then swam off. How fun is that? And they were recording. I love that. All right. Way to seal you later. Thanks for watching. The news continues streaming on CBS News Bay Area. We'll see you back here at 11. Have a good one.